say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man,
I'm not gonna lie, I did not see him.
Slice through the offensive line. That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds his man. It's Stoneburner. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Oh, pick that, 22.
The completion just missed it.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Back to the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good group.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. He's got it. First down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Hilltoppers are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Snow. Catch in the middle, it's Stoneburner. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Pocket breaking down.
Oh, catch the ball.
Just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Right back to the well. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And the Hilltoppers looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You can put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. From the gun, the ground game. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. There he goes. just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Great job by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up with a PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 28 over Duke. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Snow. Makes the grab over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll go back to the ground.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds the tight end. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it just in time. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Snow. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Trying to get the corner. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. They'll ride the hot hand. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, better look out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. 42 to the air on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Runs through a tackle. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football coming out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Dropping back, it's snow. And they can't make the play on third
What
down.
in the...
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Offense in a bunch formation. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
The Hilltoppers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Snow. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting to run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Snow. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. And runs through another one. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
They'll give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you can do.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Snow. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Bunch formation for these receivers. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stoneburner. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
From the gun, looking for a man. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
NC State 21, Western Kentucky 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give on the inside. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
Swings it out to his running back. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We we've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Handoff from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. 1 more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, 3rd down. Nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability to pursue and chase and get him down.
It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Back to pass, it's Snow. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down.
I'm sorry, but I love the way you just pushed him at the end of that.
Kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he got loose. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal as they are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking for a man. It's Snow. Now adjusting. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants a big play here late. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. Past the first down marker and still running. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
I don't get it. This dude's got a dislocated ankle. I don't understand how he's in the game.
Play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. Punts it out of the air. And that is how we will wrap this
Good game.
up.
Hey, just want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this isn't a fluke. Later.